Oh my God. This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill. You have Kenny, you have Carlil, you have Bamba. There is a three-headed goat on the loose, and they are about to come to you
You got
live on
sports,
the same
you got
convo. I
anime,
repeat,
you
this
got
is not
media,
a
you got
drill. They are about
entertainment.
to come to you live on
The
the same
same
convo.
convo, baby. Tap in.
Let's go!
Okay, now it's time to conversate. Same convo on your airwaves. Bamba came to entertain and Kenny talking anime. Carla coming with the sports, they changing lives in major ways. You was tweaking out if TAC ain't on your playlist. If you come and listen, then you listen to the best. They not worried about the others, cause they better than the rest. Kenny, Carla, bomb, but they put the others to the test. New episode flow, now tap in to see what is next.
Started faster than I thought.
Nigga. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Same Combo, the podcast where we talk everything sports, anime, media, and entertainment. These niggas look so serious. It's your boys Kenny, Carla, and Bamba. And as you can see today, we got a special guest, that boy from Lexington.
It could be two of us.
That is
Specified. You guys
on the show. Dallas, how you feeling? It's a pleasure to have you here today.
I'm shy on camera. Don't look at me.
Wait. Before we proceed, why does his name say Dennis Newby hyphen Jacobs?
Oh, my fault. The company name. Oh, can I change that?
I was about to say, I've known this man for how many years and didn't know this man's name was hyphenated.
If I was hyping.
Where did Jacobs come
No,
from?
I'm actually dead. I don't even know how to change it, so it's got to stay. Oh, I lied.
Bro, there's two people in here that are Lex locals. That's
That's
crazy.
what I'm saying about me. You got to specify.
Two of them.
Two of them.
They talking about Kenny, by the way.
Stop playing with me, bro.
Don't talk about Kenny, by the way.
You're talking
Kenny,
about
show us
stop
your
playing
license.
with you. Kenny, where are you at right now?
Dang.
That doesn't mean I'm from here just because I'm here. We were all here at one point.
All right, bet. Put your ID up to the screen.
Why would I want people knowing where I live? Not happy.
Yeah, I never had a Lexington ID.
Yeah, it's tough.
You got to do what you got to do to get in-state tuition. It's all right.
Excuses, Kenny Ball. You want to be there all your life, and you finally had a chance to, and that's what you did.
Facts, and he loves it.
I'm weak, but y'all ready to get into it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let's get it.
So I wanted to get started by asking y'all, about a few things going on in the NBA and in the basketball world. So I'm gonna start with the in-season tournament. Y'all know that there will be an in-season tournament added next season.
I heard about it.
I didn't want to get too deep into it. I just wanted to ask y'all: do y'all think it will be relevant or irrelevant in terms of legacy? Is it going to affect the game in any way?
I mean, it's just like another championship that LeBron's never going to win again. So it's like, it is what it is at the end of the day. I think it'll be entertaining mid-season. I think it'll be cool. And honestly, I'm excited for him and see how it works out. I hope they take it serious for real, not like play it, like blow it off like the All-Star game or something. You know what I mean?
Probably kick him off. Kick him off right now. Come on, do it.
Kenny,
Was my answer not valid? Y'all feel differently?
Kenny only allowed me to record. He ain't make me the host. I can't kick this nigga.
I'm thinking about it.
I was about to say, but he can.
Think about why?
This is a no LeBron slander.
Facts.
There's no
Is
LeBron
it
slander.
what is the difference between a fact and slander?
All
What's
right,
the
skip. Okay, skip, baby.
I'm genuinely puzzled. I'm a little confused.
Okay, next person. Okay,
Yeah, Kenny, go ahead.
I'm confused with how they're able to change the whole way that the season functions, but they can't change the logo. Like Jerry West got to go.
I'm weak. Come on.
Jerry West got to go back.
That's your comment.
I mean, I'm cool with the tournament. I'm just saying if they can change the structure of how the season's gonna work, they can change the logo. Get him out of here.
But what do you have against Jerry?
Facts. What he do?
That's a good question.
This man ain't played in what 50 years? Damn near more than that.
At
That logo fire,
this
though.
point, can you change? Really, like historically, can you change the logo though? Like it's a staple. You feel me? Like
I'm saying, bro, if you could change a team's logo, you could change the NBA's logo.
I feel like it would get some time to get used to.
Facts.
I'll put you like this. Jordan used to have Nike logos on his shoes. Now he has his own logo. You can do it. It's doable.
Okay,
But just
but
think
do
about
you?
all the merchandise out there with the Jerry logo on it.
It'll still be the NBA merchandise, but they will just have it on two things. You can have, trademarks, copyright patents on more than one thing.
I think at this point, like changing team logo, yeah, like you could do that, making different rules, different tournaments, stuff like. But changing the logo of the whole league, that whole international league, I feel like that'd be doing too much right now.
Look, that's just my preference. But anyway, LeBron is gonna win whatever is going on this season. LeBron's winning everything.
I think the tournament, I think it's going to be good for the league because they're going to be able to incorporate it within the regular season. I think it will make the regular season important again. You feel me? I think All-Stars will miss less games, to compete in the tournament. So I'm excited for it. I'm not going to lie.
Kawhi still going to miss games.
That's crazy.
Kawhi.
And 80 after that extension.
Relax.
But all right. Next up, I wanted to get your reaction on these NBA 2K ratings. Dennis, I'm not starting with you. I don't like what you said about LeBron. Carlil, LeBron got a 96 overall.
Understandable.
Kenny?
Would have gave him a 97, but understandable.
Okay, Kenny.
Why? You wouldn't give him a 97?
I think at a certain point, when are we gonna stop giving him extra points for what he did in the past?
What do you mean? He averaged 38 and 6 this season.
He averaged 38 and 6. Somebody fact check.
Not 38, yeah. It's not
Not
38.
Averaged no 40 points a game.
It was
30.
29, I think.
8 and 6.
Oh, 30 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds.
Oh, yeah.
That's
Eight rebounds, 6 assists. This is one of his lowest assists.
If he averaged 30 points, I'm gonna shut up right now. If he averaged 30, all right, you got me. But if he
did though. That's the
knock
thing.
him down to a
29.9, I think.
29.9.
I think to be exact. I'm not even kidding.
Hey man.
Yeah, shut up,
Then he's a walking bucket. You got me then. He's a bucket.
Hold on.
I'm not too prideful to admit if somebody's a bucket. If he got 29.9, 8 and 6 at 37?
38.
38? He's 38 now?
38.
Good on him. Good on him.
And still the king. Still the face of the NBA.
That's
Certainly
insane.
the face of the NBA. Certainly that.
He averaged 28.9, 8.3 rebounds, and 6.8 assists.
That's a bucket. I'm not gonna lie.
Gracious, man.
With a good team.
And
What
still,
were you saying, Newbie?
and still
What you saying?
still arguably the leader of a team that was destined that finished in the play-in and got all the way to the semifinal. So,
Man, that is kind of crazy to be honest.
At
Like
38.
imagine a year where he knows they're not really finna win the chip and just goes for the points. And him accomplishing that and us saying, wow, amazing, great job, Brian. It took him blowing out his ragtag. What was it? Ankle, knee, hip, whatever he blew out again to make it there. But good on him. GG.
This nigga is a certified hater. Certified.
Ladies and gentlemen, the same convo has found their Skip Bayless.
Yeah. That's him to the T.
Don't label me Skip.
Next rating. Nikola Jokic. A 98.
Like a 98. Oh, I caught it on the dot. He's 2 above LeBron. Okay, let's talk now. Now we got to throw. We got 98 is crazy
for a man that don't leave the floor.
Kenny, you don't agree?
Okay, the reason I don't agree, right? He's great offensively, but defensive, what is he offering on the defensive side for real? Your whole overall can't just be offensive stats. So yes, if this man's he's not a great rebounder, he's not a great shot blocker, he's not a great perimeter or interior defender.
He's not a great rebounder?
Great, no.
Oh yeah, he's a good rebounder. I'll say
good. Great, no.
He not a great rebounder?
Great, no.
I'm not going besides the dominant like series he had against the Lakers. He wasn't dominating like rebounding wise like that.
I mean, 12 rebounds a game is kind of crazy, but hey,
his numbers are insane, aren't they?
That's his average.
That's his average.
Jeez.
Take it back, both of y'all.
He's
Take
not
it
a
back.
better. Nope.
Kenny was wrong. Kenny was wrong.
He's not. He's not a better rebounder than Jared Allen. He's not a better rebounder than.
But that's okay though. You can have multiple great rebounders.
Not better rebounder. Well, I can't. Prime Steven Adams.
But that's
Nah, but
okay.
Steven
Nobody's
Adams might be the top
arguing.
one, though.
This man averages 27.5 and 12-point rebounds for his career. What are y'all talking about?
I said what I said.
Like, what are we talking about here?
That's a lot of boards,
you said what you said, Kenny, and I respect it.
Well,
but you're
Kenny,
wrong.
I would also agree with you in the sense that how many of them boards are him tipping it up off the rim and catching it a few times, just playing volleyball with it?
Thank you, Dennis. Thank you, Dennis.
A board's
let
a
me
board.
let me just read his rebounds in the finals. 16, 12, 21, 11.
21.
Like, what are we talking? Bomba, next
That's
question,
insane.
bro.
That's
He was just wrong. He was just wrong.
Well, I just need to know who agrees. So, Carlo, you agree 98.
Yeah,
Okay, wait a second. Russell Westbrook had a 20 rebound game
Shut
before
up.
I'm not hearing it.
Shut
Russell
up.
Westbrook
Did he have a
also had
20 rebound game in the NBA Finals?
He had a 20-20-20 game, so I'm not. It's fine.
In the NBA Finals?
Yeah,
It's fine.
2020.
Or
He
was
did
it
have a
or was
20-20-20.
was that a tribute to Nipsey?
What do you mean? He
I
still
think
did
that
an
was a tribute
NBA
to
game.
Lucy, yeah.
But in the NBA Finals, though.
Dennis, 98. Do you agree?
And it wasn't 21,
Yeah,
it was
that's fine
20.
with me. I ain't got no qualms with it.
Kenny, 98. You disagree? You agree? Final say?
Even prime fucking Giannis didn't get a 98. He got a 97. So yeah, I would say give him a 97.
I'll give him a point above LeBron.
Thank you. Same. Me and Bob are on the same page here.
Luka
Doncic.
92.
90. He's a 96.
70 on defense, 95 on offense.
Overall?
Gotta be 92.
93 or something.
Luka Doncic at 95.
90.
Deserved.
These overalls are crazy.
I would have gave him 96, but deserved.
I honestly would have gave him like a 94.
Yeah, sure.
That's not bad. 94 is not bad.
No. Luka's not bad.
No. I'm saying, is Luka better carrying his squad than James Harden was carrying his?
Wait, which squad are you talking about for James Harden?
Yes.
When James Harden was going crazy, I'm not some basketball.
Oh, so you're talking about Rockets James Harden?
Yeah,
is Luka better than Rockets James Harden?
Yeah. When James Harden was the only one on his squad carrying his squad, was he better than Luka putting the team on his back?
Yes.
I'll say they're about even. I'll say they're about even.
I ain't gonna say even. I'm gonna say yes to Luka Doncic.
It's better than James Harden.
Yeah, because James Harden, if you think about it, James Harden, he had a better team than Luka Doncic's Mavericks. Had a better team than Luka. There was not one Mavericks team that was better than any of the Rockets team, especially when they had Chris Paul on the team. And then Luka, his regular season play translated to the playoffs. James Harden's regular season play did not transition.
It did. He made it to the Western Conference Finals. Lost to the Warriors.
What's the biggest knock on James Harden's career, Kenny?
This man chokes in the playoffs.
Thank you.
That's the only argument I feel like you could.
I'm saying, but James Harden made it farther than Luka.
James Harden Luka was in the Western Conference Finals last year.
Finals?
They didn't make it to the finals last year.
You forget Western, Lakers Nuggets?
They lost to the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals.
Last year was Lakers and Nuggets in the Western Conference Finals.
Not last season, the last year, the season before last. He lost to the Warriors in the Western Conference Final. But regardless, you said James Harden got to the playoffs, correct? He got to Western Conference Finals, correct? He had a better team around him.
I would have to disagree with that one. Who was on that team besides a hurt Chris Paul?
You said a hurt Chris Paul? That's the reason because James Harden wasn't going to take him.
Who else is on that team besides a hurt Chris Paul?
I got you. Give me
Glenn Capella, PJ Tucker.
Thank you.
PJ Tucker was.
Do we say PJ Tucker?
PJ Tucker was definitely better.
Yeah, that
better then than he was now.
Okay, so Chris Stapps, Spencer Dinwiddie,
Trevor
Jalen
Ariza.
Brunson. What are we doing here? Chris Stapps, Jalen Brunson, Spencer Dinwiddie, Dorian Finney-Smith. What are we doing here?
And which one of them led the team to winning a playoff game when Luka wasn't performing? Oh, wait, Luka did not perform.
I'm not understanding. The Mavericks is still better. Team-wise, the Mavericks is still better.
Nah, I'm not giving it to him.
If you were to compare, like, just in season, like, not comparing the playoffs, you could give the edge to James Harden, but every single playoff, besides maybe the last one, that man has been very, like,
man,
below average. So it's just like, you just can't. You just got to give it to Luka. And Luka didn't have as much time, but in the short amount of time that he's had, hey, you got to give it to him.
Come on, man.
But let's jump into the nitty-gritty. Today's segment will be called "We Could Have Been." You hear me? Yeah. I like that. I was signed American Idol, African Idol, my bad, African Idol.
Tomato.
But what we'll be doing is talking about players or a situation we feel like did not get the full potential. Something that could have been great. To give you an example, I'll go first. I'm not going to start with basketball. I'm going to start with soccer. FC Barcelona not being able to re-sign that boy Messi. That marked the last time I watched soccer. That was literally the last day I watched soccer. I'm not even lying. I put this.
That's not the biggest letdown in soccer, bro.
To me,
that's not even the biggest.
To me, that was like him wanting to be back after like rumors of, like the team that's basically doing him dirty, trying to get rid of him at some point. But the man is so talented that his value was too much for the team to re-sign him. And unfortunately, they just had to let him go. We saw like him giving a speech, being on the podium crying. I was crying too. And like, he said it in Spanish. I didn't understand the Spanish, but he was like, I was like, oh shit. That hit me right here. Can't do this.
Bro. Bob, I ain't gonna lie, to me, the biggest letdown in soccer is PSG. How do you have Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe and a crazy defense and not do anything?
But that's the thing. Messi without the Barcelona, like when you understand Messi, when you see Messi like play soccer from the time of Eto'o, from the time of Puyol, from the time of Ronaldinho, like you understand that this man can't really play anywhere else. Like he is like the club. Like the club will always like was ready to nurture him, was ready to have people around him, like place what was necessary to give him the dub. Because he had that from the get-go with Iniesta and everybody else. Like when you watch Barcelona playing that tiki-taka, bro, nah, bro, that shit is different. I start little. Me and a random white man started talking about Barcelona at a bar like randomly at night because I just randomly heard talk about Barcelona. I was like, bro, that is the greatest era when we talking about soccer.
Yeah, it was.
When he ended it, his exit ended it. FC Barcelona ain't been the same since.
Barcelona's trash now.
Yeah, it's never gonna be the same since. Yeah, that was one of my number one. We could have been great. But
okay, well, mine is the 2019 Warriors with KD, Steph, and Clay and them. When they went out sad and KD got injured and Clay got injured, it broke my heart because I wanted to see a three-peat. I wanted to see it. I don't even watch basketball. God, I wanted to see
the crazy thing is they were about
to. So I can say Bron would never.
I'm damn.
That's crazy.
Would never. I promise I would have said it. But they took that L. So I just feel like heartbroken. And who won instead? Kawhi and them?
Yeah.
Why do you hate LeBron so much? What did LeBron do to you?
I respect the man. I'm just saying I wanted the worst win. That's all I'm saying. Maybe I shouldn't have brought Bron in.
No. You specifically said you wanted the worst to win just so you could say LeBron could never. That is crazy. You weren't even playing LeBron.
This man is a real.
I take it back.
I ain't gonna lie, but Kawhi Leonard and that boy Kyle Lowry, they got the job done. They did what they did.
Siakam.
You said what?
Pascal Siakam. Pascal Siakam.
Kyle Lowry.
What about Van Vliet?
Freddie Flintstone.
I was about to say, what about Van Vliet?
I'm saying every time we bring this team up, Kenny act like Kyle Lowry wasn't a factor.
That man was shooting at the side of the backboard.
That was the neck. Oh my God, Kenny, that's such a cap. He did it. He hit it one game. He hit it one game. Other than that, he was a bucket. Other than that, he was a bucket.
Danny Green is a liability on whatever team he's on, except for the Spurs.
Danny Green was a bucket. Relax.
Danny Green was only a bucket on the Spurs.
He didn't do nothing on the Raptors?
Not really.
Kenny sucks, bro.
He
Kenny
sucks, especially in the playoffs.
That man was terrible in the playoffs.
You forgot his pullback? That crazy pullback?
That man was terrible in the playoffs.
Kenny
bro,
sucks,
that crazy
bro.
pullback. Come on, bro.
Kenny
that man
sucks.
almost made them lose the championship game. That man was about to throw a turnover at the end. He was on the sidelines.
Y'all and you look what y'all talking about Lakers, Danny Green. Y'all not talking about Raptors, Danny Green. Raptors, Danny Green was a bucket.
Spurs, Danny Green was a bucket.
He was. The Spurs, Danny Green, I ain't gonna lie, had a nigga pissing down his leg watching the finals.
Dang.
That's crazy, bro. Carlo, tell us what's yours.
My number one, like for sure, and it's tasteful because it's football season. Any Pittsburgh Steelers team between the years of 2013 and 2019. Any Pittsburgh, because you got to think you had Ben Roethlisberger, Le'Veon Bell in his prime, top 3 running back for like 2-3 years, and then Antonio Brown, which that 6 years I just named, he was dominating. What's named so many times that they were, and whenever the NFL released the top 100 players list before every season, so many times every year they was in the top 25. There was years where Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell were number 2 and number 5, and you had what's name Ben either in top 10 or top 20. 13 combined all pros between those 3. They should have got it done and they never did. Injuries, lack of performance. It's sad.
What do their defense look like?
You said what?
What did their defense look like?
Defense was solid. The defense team, they were just underperforming. Some bullshit.
Did Ben Whataburger win anything in his career?
Ben Roethlisberger has 2 NFL Super Bowls.
Why did this man say Whataburger?
He has 2?
Yeah, he won in 2004
against
against the Seahawks.
That was Ben?
Yeah. That was either his rookie year or either his rookie year or his second year. Yeah, he was a starting quarterback. Ben started as a rookie.
So he won that Super Bowl against Sean Alexander, and then he won one against the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Okay.
He won a Super Bowl as a rookie?
Yeah, it was either his rookie year or his second year, but I'm pretty sure it was his rookie year.
Damn, he's like that.
And he has the best pass in Super Bowl history. Give it to him.
Me and Carlil go back and forth about this all the time, but it's indisputable that if Pete Carroll would have just given this ball to Marshawn Lynch,
Dang.
the Seahawks would have went back to back. After that, the Seahawks would have never blown up. They blew up their whole team after that. When the real problem was Pete Carroll.
Y'all think they was not ready for Marshawn Lynch? I say this every time. Do y'all think
they could have been ready all they wanted to?
They were ready. They were ready for the run and the pass.
They could have been ready all they wanted to be. They was not going to stop that man.
Even the defense said in interviews, they were surprised that Marshawn Lynch ain't get the ball. They was ready for that nigga. He was not getting through there. I don't care. Through there. I don't care what nobody say, bro. Marshawn Lynch was not scoring no touchdown.
Even then, you had more than one try. It was on like second down. Why are you throwing the ball?
He's not.
Well, that's a good point. I didn't know what down it was, but he got another couple
It was
tries.
Like second down. At least let him try. Like, bruh, stop it. Mark was getting through there. I stand on that. That's my biggest. The Seattle Seahawks had the opportunity to be like the best NFL team of all time, and Pete Carroll ruined it.
This probably is one of our first debate that I remember, like concerning sports. This debate on the Seahawks. But my next one is
Kenny actually lied. It was never mind.
It was second down. I know.
Right.
I know it's second down.
Yeah. This man was so ready too.
No, really, bro.
Why are you throwing the ball on second and 2? Why?
Because they were ready for the run.
I'm actually weak.
I'm weak. But my second one, this one is pretty simple, and I think everybody can agree on this. D Rose getting hurt times and times again. This man was plagued by injury. And honestly, bro, if he had the chance to just keep on being what he was, what you was about to say some bullshit. Go ahead.
I want to shoot Carlil. That's all right.
Can he say that? Can he say that?
Yeah, I can say it. It's freedom of speech.
But everything that you can, the best way I could put it, everything that John Moran is doing now, that man was doing it way better and more aggressively. Jumping over bigs, dunking over bigs. Everybody was scared to meet him up there. Shit. But, you know, when you're plagued by injuries like that, not only are you scared to go all out, but, you know, your legs just don't allow you to do that no more. And you still see him, bro. Like, he's still able to drive, and that's why I'm so proud of that man. But, like, if he really had the chance and stayed healthy, I really would have loved to see that.
He would have had to lead the Bulls, but yeah. Because if he didn't get injured, he still wasn't gonna win no championship there.
What happened to Derrick Rose is the biggest travesty in sports entertainment.
He was healthy in all
sports
those games against
sports
LeBron.
history.
Healthy in all those games.
He can't do it by himself against LeBron, D Wade, and Chris Bosh.
I understand. That's why
he can't do it by himself.
That's why my point stands.
The great thing is that he had so much hype. That was actually something that people were like talking about. Like, oh, it's gonna be D Rose versus LeBron and them. You know what I'm saying? People were expecting that shit.
He can't do it by himself. Nobody else was a bucket on that team.
They were so.
By the time he got help, he was too hurt.
The Chicago thought Derrick Rose was enough.
Jimmy Butler was not good back then. He wasn't nowhere near.
That's what I'm saying. That's the first bit of help that he got. And by that time, like D Rose was already like, you know.
Who was supposed to do it? Ronnie Brewer? Come on, bro.
Hey, Lou
Mike
Aldang.
Dunleavy.
Lou Aldang.
By the time D Rose was getting good, Lou Aldang was old as shit at that point.
You said Lou Aldang. Shut the fuck up. Please. Don't ever.
Kirk Heinrich.
Stop.
All right, bro.
Remember when Mama ain't know how to pronounce Heinrich?
He said, "Who's this?" Dennis, what's your second one, bro?
Okay, I had 2 second ones, and I didn't know which one I wanted to say because I'm like, nobody but us is gonna know the first one, but the second one is a classic NBA one. So I'm gonna do the fun one, the one I wanted to tell, and it's gonna be the University of Kentucky intramural team called Filet. I just think, as a unit, one of them years we should have came out with a chip. I feel like we should have came out with a chip one of them years.
Isn't that where Jermaine played?
But who?
That guy Jermaine?
Well, what are you talking about? Who is it? Is this a joke?
No, it's not. No, it ain't.
It
really is not a joke.
Come on. Nah, I don't think I played with Kenny or Dennis. I think they was on the team after I was.
Carlil, what are you talking about?
Kenny, we never played together. I was injured when you joined Filet.
The football team?
I'm talking about either. I'm talking about football or basketball.
I'm talking about basketball.
Oh wait, Dennis, football, we was dumb folks. It wasn't Filet.
Oh, you say we. I don't think I was on them folks.
You was.
You was.
For like, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm talking about basketball now. I'm talking about basketball. One of them.
I wasn't on that team then.
Nah,
nobody. Y'all tell me neither one of y'all was on the Filet squad.
I was on the first one, and then I got injured, and I couldn't be on the second one. The first one, we went undefeated the whole regular season, then we lost the first game of the playoffs. It's 5 white boys. They ain't had no bench. None at all. We was sick. We was so sick. We was blowing teams out too, bro.
Pause.
Shut
Anyway, so what was the record like? What y'all look like overall?
I'm pretty sure we have more regular season wins than losses. It's just we couldn't,
100%.
we can't perform in the playoffs ever.
100%.
And then wait, I wasn't on this team. I don't know if Dennis was on this one team or not, but they remember they flag football championship we went to, Bamba.
Oh,
That was a filet flex.
Relax.
Hey,
Relax.
Kenny was on, right?
Yeah, Kitty. Remember Kitty and Kev both
Bro,
fell at the same time.
livid.
What happened?
Kenny,
what happened?
Kenny Kev did what?
No. I gotta talk about it. Kenny, shut up.
Kev did what?
Kenny, shut up. I gotta talk about this. Dennis, this is like one of my first time meeting like most of the boys, like y'all friends and shit. So we go to this nice ass little arena. Hello, white people over here. Hello, black people over here.
Makes sense.
And the match start. Them white boys was turning around like I've never seen like somebody like move their flag as they're moving themselves. Like them niggas was just reaching and missing. And I'm literally like, everybody was quiet on this side, and these white people just talking shit and going crazy. So we literally had to be quiet until the game was over. And then
that game pissed me off, bro.
I'm not gonna lie.
We ended up watching the girls though. The girls' game was good.
Y'all,
Dennis, you should have been out. When I tell you they couldn't go, I was running. I don't know what got into me that day. I was running so fast, my foot broke through the cleats.
Shit.
On Zion.
They wouldn't pass me. They wouldn't pass me the ball, bro. It was pissing me off.
But I would say Zamad went crazy. Zamad was going crazy.
Zamad,
not Big Bod.
Zamad was going crazy.
Maybe he did. I just don't remember. Maybe he did. I don't recall.
I don't think I remember.
All I gotta say is I just remember sitting there watching like, there's no way y'all deserve this. All the teams y'all played before had to forfeit because the way they was whooping y'all's ass, like that wasn't even a championship game. That was bad.
In our defense, JD was the other team's quarterback. He played Division III football.
I understand that.
He was the quarterback for Division III football.
It's like y'all ain't even had to win, but that's probably like that was a terrible performance.
I feel like it was
I had nothing to do with it.
I just remember
I wasn't the one getting torched.
I was a running back that was really tortured now.
Yeah, I was about to say, I remember JD going for a scramble and he shook two niggas out them boots. Like when both of them niggas fell.
I remember that.
Oh,
that's why one was Kev for sure. I thought the other one was Kenny.
No. It was Kev, and I think it was Tim.
Y'all had Tim Bean out there playing.
Not that Tim.
It's another Tim. Lord have mercy. Imagine Tim Bean on a flag football.
No. It wasn't Kev. It wasn't Tim. It was Kev and what was the other light skinned dude name?
Was it his last name was like Trotter or something?
No. Because Carly, remember we got a penalty. He had scored and then he like taunted the other team and they called it back.
Fact, I do remember that. I don't remember his name. I don't remember his name either.
But it was him. It was him that got him and Kev. Yeah, that's what happened.
Fell at the same time. I said, "Oh my god."
Shame. Ring the bell. Carla, hit us with your.
You said what?
I said, tell us your second one.
Man, I'm not gonna lie. Even though they eventually got it together and won back-to-backs, that first finals loss against the Mavericks is the most disappointing thing in sports for me. Well, not the most, but it's definitely in like top 3, top 5. Because they should have got it done. There's absolutely no way. Like, again, there is no LeBron slander. I do agree, though, that might be like, and there could be other superstars, but that has to be, if it's not the number one, is definitely top 3 of biggest superstar meltdowns in NBA history.
Yeah.
Like, but it wasn't
LeBron
just
getting locked up by JJ Barea is crazy.
It wasn't just him though. One, JJ Barea was playing out of his body. He looked like 2022 Austin Reeves. Let's talk about it. Hey, you got to give it to that man. AR-15, he going crazy. But yeah, but without too much rambling, that 2011 finals against the Mavs.
That's solid. I got it.
LeBron would have his 5th ring now.
That man should have a bunch of rings and a bunch of MVPs. Yeah. Look. Number 3, any year that LeBron didn't win the MVP between the years of 2010 and 2019, any one of those years he didn't win MVP. The only person that deserved it was Russell Westbrook. That's it.
Damn, KD didn't deserve it.
Fuck that nigga.
Damn.
And he had arguably the worst. He was on the cover of the arguably the worst 2K ever. 2K15 was butt water.
Curry was the first unanimous MVP though.
That's an argument.
Steph definitely deserved it.
Okay, Russell Westbrook and Steph Curry. That's the only 2 that deserved it. Derrick Rose, no. KD, no.
Both times.
James Harden, no.
Stop the D-Rose slander. D-Rose deserved it.
He didn't.
He took the sorry ass Bulls, Carlos Bulls.
They wasn't a sorry team. They were actually
number 1
team.
in the East.
They were actually a good team.
If that team played in this league right now, they don't make the playoffs.
I would argue against that. All right, I think they'll make the playoffs.
I don't think
in the East. That team in the East right now, they wouldn't beat the Sixers. They could come up against the Celtics. They wouldn't beat the Bucks, but they get into the playoffs.
They're not beating the Celtics.
I said they could go back and forth with the Celtics. I put more trust in what's the name, that Bulls team than you do. That's crazy.
The thing is, the way you watch LeBron, I watch LeBron and the Bulls heavy. Joakim Noah, trash. Boozer, trash.
Hey, you can't take this away from Joakim Noah. He's some goddamn niggas. Can't take that away from him.
He was just a wild body on the court, bro. That's it.
I don't know about that. We're gonna have to read. That's gonna have to be a picking up pieces sports edition.
But because of you, next week Kenny come up in here.
Facts.
Rudy Gobert is better than Joakim Noah, and I stand on that.
I'm weak. But Kenny, go ahead and wrap this up for us. What's your last one?
My last one, the biggest what could have been. I think the biggest what could have been is, I don't know. It's either between, it's definitely Kyrie, James Harden, and KD. Like, how do you have that amount of talent on the team and nothing happened? And then you got Ben Simmons, even though Ben Simmons is in his head. Still, like, that's crazy.
I'm not.
Yeah, 100% now.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I can't agree with that one.
If LeBron got that, if LeBron had Kyrie and James Harden, we'd be like, oh, they about to win it all.
Oh, and they would have.
That's LeBron that you said.
That's LeBron. But I'm saying, like, when it first happened, we was all like, oh shit, they cheating, fuck that, all that. But like when reality actually set in, I remember being the first one being like, this it's not gonna work. They not gonna win a chip. I remember them, and I was wrong for the comparison, but I compared that Brooklyn Nets team. I said it's like getting Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce, and Joe Johnson on the Brooklyn Nets team. I compared it to that. I was wrong because obviously, two totally different teams, but it ended up being the same result, honestly.
I guess.
Trash asses.
Nah, that was terrible. Like, I feel like the thing you said, if LeBron had it, it would be different because you have somebody that's getting play make for other people. They didn't have that. They just had a bunch of ISO players.
I was gonna say one more, just honorable mention, because I thought about it. When Luka and them smacked the Suns a couple of years ago in the playoffs in Game 7,
they really had
us smacking them about 30, 40 in that game. That was sick. And the Suns really had a squad that year, and that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
the Mavericks used to torture the Suns. I'm not gonna lie, but like, them niggas had us believe it.
Like I said, got to the Western Conference Finals because Luka's that man. Because he had how many? 30 and 40 in the playoffs. Who didn't do that? James Harden.
But yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, we got to clip this and send it to James.
I was gonna say, glad we can circle back to the truth.
Yes, sir. But this has been the sports segment of the same convo. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Once again, Dennis, thank you for coming through. We appreciate
Glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
We'll see you guys next week. Y'all be sure to share this with your friends, family, and most importantly, your grandma. See you
Not
next
your
week.
bald-headed granny.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I just knew. I thought